Welcome to Treasure Hunt. This is a series about archaeological finds and digs that are ongoing in the land of Israel and the nation, and dating back deeply into Bible times. So we have another interesting video that we're making, and this is all about Hazor. And we'll be finding and looking at some palace steps and some more that have come up. So if you can see where Hazor is, it's just north of the Sea of Galilee. If you'll notice the blue arrow, that'll help you out a little bit. Gives you an idea of where this country is, or this city, I should say, and where the dig is going on. And here is an air view of Hazor and the archaeological dig. And may I call your attention to a couple of things. Look at the lower sort of dead center left. There is some of the dig that is going on there. The main one, of course, right above that, above the road that's just there so that they can travel. Ultimately, they probably will dig that area. And then look to the far right. You can see almost going off the picture to the lower portion of the road, there's some digging going on there. And then in the upper area there's a county road there. So let's find out what's going on. A staircase of 3,500 years old is being attributed to a biblical palace and is being revealed as they dig it up until Hazor. And we will get a closer picture of the staircase, but with the blue arrow you can see we're pointing towards that. And then just sort of in your mind look things over and sort of think things through. You see walls here and there and entries here and there. A rare, well-preserved staircase belonging to a 3,500-year-old palace has been uncovered at Tel Hazor archaeological site. The palace is believed to have been destroyed in the fire that ravaged Canaanite Hazor, which is depicted in the Bible as part of the conquest of Israel. Of course, that's under Joshua. And let's read 4 verses from Joshua 11 that gives us the first encounter with this town. And Joshua at that time turned back and took Hazor, and smote the king thereof with the sword. For Hazor before time was the head of all those kingdoms. It was sort of like we all look to this city for protection, and Hazor's the big strong one that we look to, and Hazor overlooked that area. And they smote all the souls that were therein with the edge of the sword, utterly destroying them. There was not any left to breathe, and he burned Hazor with fire. And all the cities of those kings, and all the kings of them did Joshua take, and smote them with the edge of the sword, and he utterly destroyed them, as Moses the servant of the Lord commanded. But as for the cities that stood still in their strength, Israel burned none of them, save Hazor only. That did Joshua burn. Back to today. The staircase, which had not yet been completely uncovered in full, is believed to have led from the paved courtyard into the main entrance of the palace, which included walls towering over 2 meters, which were also preserved. The stairs are 4.5 meters in width and made of basalt plates. The archaeological site is a project led by researchers from the Hebrew University. 2019 Israeli Prize winner Professor Amnon Bentor and Dr. Shlomit Bekhar as part of the Karin Zeltz excavations at Hazor in memory of Yigdal Yadin, who led the first delegation to the site in 1955. All right, that was a mouthful, and so easy explanation is this. They first started this dig in 1955, and you can see who led that and the people responsible. And so they have been digging there on and off for a while, and we'll give the breakdown to you shortly. The revelation of the staircase in Hazor proves once again that there is a Hazor, and there are all the other archaeological sites, Ben-Tor exclaimed. And here is a close-up with everything cleaned up. Notice not just where the stones are, but look what they are embedded on and built upon, a foundation of stones. Bekhar added that, quote, the staircase tells us of the power of the palace itself, which is yet to be unveiled. The staircase tells us of the splendor that is due to be revealed, unquote. Ben-Tor and Bekhar were joined by dozens of students and volunteers, including a group of students from the Archaeological Institute, a group of students from France, and volunteers from the UK, Germany, Spain, the US, Canada, Finland, Australia, and China. Most of the volunteers have worked there in the past and returned for another round of excavations. So here is sort of the little outline or the time slots when the digs have been going on. The Tel Hazor, the Mound Hazor, excavations have been in progress from 1955 to 58, and again between 68 and 70, and finally continued from 1990 onward under the supervision of Ben-Tor. And so now it's been like 30 years that they have continuously been digging. It is considered the biggest and most important archaeological site in Israel, and as such had been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. So the whole world has their eyes on this. So let's look a little bit. You can see the highway up in the upper background. And you can see that usually the cities were built up on a hill. And can you see the rise of the hill? Work goes very slowly, especially when you find something. And so as we close, we'll take one more look at this exciting archaeological dig that is ongoing. And as they find things and they report them, we will bring them to a YouTube video and a treasure hunt. Thank you for watching. This is who we are and where you can find us. And if we can answer any questions, email us. If you have any ideas, you're welcome to share them with us, and we'll appreciate it an awful lot. God bless you, and thank you very much for watching today.